Welcome to Healthy Living with Harold. Today, I'm going to reveal a raw, yet often forgotten truth that could very well save your life. Especially if you're over 65. What if I told you that the moment you open your eyes each morning, just those first 5 minutes, could determine whether your heart keeps beating strong for another 5, 10, or even 30 more years? This isn't some mystical miracle, nor is it an expensive medication. It's a straightforward morning ritual. A secret validated through centuries of ancient wisdom, and now, powerfully confirmed by leading cardiologists for its extraordinary ability to be your best shield in preventing sudden heart attacks. Be honest with me, do you often wake up feeling tired, sluggish, your body stiff, or your mind cloudy? Have you ever experienced a dizzy spell, a loss of balance when rushing out of bed? If these experiences sound familiar, then these are the warning signals your body is desperately trying to send. Because, especially as we get over 65, morning isn't just the start of a new day, it's also the most dangerous time for your heart. Did you know that it's no coincidence that heart attacks and strokes occur most frequently in those very first hours after waking up? It's not fate, it's a silent biological battle raging within your body. A deadly vulnerability that most of us unknowingly worsen every single day, simply because we don't know the truth. Do you want to know why this happens and how to disarm this threat? Hit that like button and leave a comment below saying, "I want to know," to let me know you're here with me. Today, I won't just tell you a story. I'm going to pull back the curtain on a proven, life-saving protocol, a sequence of 5 simple actions that possess the power to transform your life. This is your second chance to rewrite your morning narrative, and more importantly, to protect your heart from the dangers that lurk. We will delve into each scientific mechanism that cardiologists have explained to me about why every small action in this 5-minute morning ritual can directly prevent a catastrophic heart attack. This isn't just about feeling better, this is about adding more years of healthy living with a resilient heart. Don't go anywhere, because every minute of this video holds a secret that could extend your life. Let's uncover it together, right now. My dear friends, have you ever wondered why, after a seemingly peaceful night's sleep, do our bodies often feel heavy, sluggish, and sometimes, a vague anxiety creeps into our minds upon waking? Is it merely old age knocking at the door? Or is there something deeper, a silent drama unfolding within us that few are aware of? Picture this: last night, as you drifted into a deep sleep, your body seemed to rest. But in reality, inside, a major overhaul was underway. And then, in the final moments before you wake, there's a sudden shift, a subtle shock that most of us overlook. That's when your heart, after a long night of gentle beating, begins to accelerate, preparing for a new day. But is it truly ready? Or is it struggling, facing an invisible minefield that you know nothing about? I've spent extensive time speaking with cardiologists I trust, and they've opened my eyes to the morning vulnerability of our cardiovascular system. They describe morning as a major challenge for the heart of someone over 65. Think about it: overnight, your body loses water, causing your blood to become thicker. Your blood pressure, after dipping during sleep, surges abruptly just before you wake. Your blood vessels, especially those pathways that have seen decades of use, are less flexible than before. All these factors combine to create immense pressure on your heart, at the very moment you think you're simply starting a new day. A cardiologist friend of mine explained that this morning's blood pressure surge, combined with increased blood viscosity, is like a perfect storm for the formation of blood clots and the rupture of plaque in your arteries. He told me, "Harold, this is precisely why many people feel foggy or stiff when they wake up. It's a symptom of their body struggling." The scary thing is, these tiny blood clots can be precursors to an unexpected heart attack or stroke. Can you imagine that? An invisible danger lurking from the moment you wake up. But, what if I told you that you could proactively disarm this silent threat in just 5 minutes each morning? Do you believe it? If you feel this information truly resonates with your concerns, and you want to know the secret to protecting your heart, please comment 1 if you find this content helpful, or 2 if you'd like me to explain more in future videos. Because of that, my friends, that's where our Shaolin-inspired, cardiologist-approved morning ritual comes into play. We will explore each step, one by one, to transform your morning from a challenge into a victory. So, we've explored the morning drama our hearts face. Now, I want you to prepare yourselves to lay the first brick, a surprisingly simple brick, yet it's the solid foundation upon which to build an impenetrable shield for your cardiovascular health. That brick is named water. Drink water. Everyone knows that. You might be thinking. But I assure you, how you drink water in the morning, and the type of water you choose, is a secret that very few over 65 truly grasp. A small, seemingly harmless mistake in this habit could directly push your heart into danger the moment you wake up. Do you want to know what that fatal mistake is? And how to transform an ordinary glass of water into a powerful medicine to protect your cardiovascular system? Let's visualize this once more. After 6 to 8 hours of deep sleep, our bodies undergo a gentle but continuous dehydration process. We lose water through our breath, through our skin. You wake up, and immediately, your body is in a state of dehydration. But what's the sad truth? Many people, instead of rehydrating their bodies, rush for coffee, a diuretic, or worse, completely skip any fluids. Think about your blood at this moment. It's no longer thin and flowing easily. It's thicker, almost like honey. And your heart? It has to work exponentially harder to pump that thick blood throughout your body, especially through arteries that may have narrowed or become less flexible over the years. That is one of the main reasons why heart attacks and strokes often occur in the early morning. Your heart is straining in an uneven battle, even before you feel fully awake. This might be information that makes you feel a bit anxious, doesn't it? I want to ask you a very simple question, also a way for me to better understand our Healthy Living with Harold community. As soon as you wake up, what's the first thing you do? Is it to drink a glass of water? Or a hot cup of coffee? Comment water or coffee below so I can better understand our community's habits. So what is the solution to neutralize this silent danger, turning those 5 minutes at the start of your day into a solid shield for your heart? It's surprisingly simple, yet it holds secrets I've learned from leading cardiologists. And they've explained to me why this is extremely important, even decisive. Here's the secret: the moment you open your eyes, before coffee, before food, drink 1 glass of room temperature water with the juice of a quarter lemon. Why warm water? Why lemon? A cardiologist friend of mine explained that cold water can constrict your blood vessels, making your heart work harder in those first moments of the day. And lemon? Lemon isn't just for flavor. It contains treasures your cardiovascular system needs. It provides potassium to help regulate blood pressure, along with powerful antioxidant compounds that support endothelial function, the inner lining of your blood vessels. This helps to naturally thin your blood, reducing the burden on your heart and minimizing the risk of dangerous blood clots forming. Do not underestimate this seemingly simple act, for in its silence, it is quietly healing and powerfully protecting your heart. Stay with us, because in the next segment, we will delve deeper into the scientific explanation from a cardiologist, why this glass of water is the first and most effective medicine for your cardiovascular health in the morning. It will truly amaze you. We've just uncovered the miraculous power of a morning glass of water for your cardiovascular health. Now, let's move to the second ritual, an action you perform every day, yet it holds a tremendous secret for protecting your heart from sudden shocks. I call it gentle movement. Do you ever feel like your body betrays you every morning? After a long night lying still, when you try to get out of bed, do your knees creak, your back feel stiff, and sometimes, a fleeting dizziness makes you grab onto the bed frame? This stiff feeling isn't just uncomfortable, it's a warning bell your body is sending. But did you know that stiffness, that slowness, is actually putting an additional burden on your precious heart? Let's think of our body as a machine that has been operating reliably for decades. After a long night, shut down, everything cools down, the oil, synovial fluid in the joints, becomes thicker, and the pipelines, blood vessels, are no longer as flexible. And if you try to start that machine abruptly, rushing it into full operation without any preparation, what will happen? Certainly, there will be uncomfortable noises, even breakdowns. The same applies to our hearts. After hours of immobility during sleep, the blood in the body tends to pool, your joints become stiffer, and blood circulation slows down. That's why many older adults feel dizzy, off balance, or mentally foggy when they stand up. And yet, most of us simply force our bodies into a new day, dragging a body that is not yet ready. I asked my cardiologist friend about this, and he explained a startling truth: a sudden transition from lying to standing, without preparation, can cause dangerously abrupt blood pressure changes, either dropping too low, orthostatic hypotension, or surging suddenly. Both scenarios pose significant risks to a heart that is in its fragile morning phase. Have you ever felt dizzy when you stood up too quickly? If so, type yes in the comments so I know we share this experience. This is not the Shaolin way. In their tradition, we do not attack a new day. We align with it, prepare for it. So what is the solution for this second ritual, to turn just one short minute into a soft cushion that protects your heart? Here's the secret: before you even step out of bed, dedicate just 1 minute. Plant your feet shoulder width apart. Breathe deeply. Raise your arms above your head, feeling your chest expand. Lower them slowly, releasing all the tension from sleep. Then, roll your shoulders back 5 times, then forward. Gently rotate your neck and perform 10 slow heel raises. My cardiologist friend explained why these small movements are so crucial for our cardiovascular health. Harold, these aren't intense exercises, they're a gentle awakening. These movements gently increase peripheral blood circulation, signaling your heart and brain that it's time to normalize blood flow. They help to warm up your vascular system, preventing that abrupt morning blood pressure surge and ensuring oxygenated blood reaches your brain and heart more smoothly. This significantly reduces the risk of stroke and acute cardiac events associated with morning inactivity. Just 1 minute of conscious movement, my friend, is a priceless gift to your cardiovascular system. It's not exercise, it's an awakening. Stay with us, because next, we'll uncover another secret to strengthen your core vitality, something that if overlooked, could slowly weaken your heart bit by bit. Don't miss it. We've awakened the flow of life in our bodies with warm water and gentle morning movements. Now, I want you to join me in looking closely at an aspect most of us overlook, a silent enemy stealthily eroding our strength daily, especially after 65. It doesn't just weaken us, it also places a significant burden on our precious hearts. I'm talking about early nourishment. Do you ever feel yourself inexplicably weakening over time? Your energy is slowly draining, even without strenuous work. What if I told you that even while you sleep, a dangerous process is quietly underway, and just one small mistake in the morning can accelerate it? A seemingly harmless mistake, yet one that can cause your cardiovascular system to suffer for many years to come. Imagine your body as a house. Your muscles are the sturdy walls, supporting everything. But after a long night of fasting, your body enters a state that cardiologists refer to as catabolism. It begins to break down its own muscles to create energy. Sounds alarming, doesn't it? Why does this happen? Because, in the first hours after waking, your body is in a fasted state. If it doesn't receive protein from external sources, it's forced to eat itself to survive. And year after year, this process leads to weakness, frailty, and a very high risk of falls in older adults. How does this relate to our hearts? A cardiologist friend of mine emphasized that maintaining muscle mass isn't just about physical strength, it's about overall metabolic health, which directly impacts your heart. Chronic muscle loss contributes to insulin resistance and systemic inflammation, 2 major risk factors for heart disease. Skipping protein in the morning means you're leaving your body vulnerable, and indirectly, harming your heart. Do you find yourself often skipping breakfast or just eating something light without protein? Comment, skipped meal, or not enough protein, so I can better understand your habits. So what is the solution for this third ritual, to combat this silent enemy, fortify your strength, and protect your cardiovascular health right from the morning? Here's the secret: within 30 minutes of waking, you must give your body clean protein. This could be a small shake with protein powder, a few boiled eggs, or Greek yogurt mixed with protein powder. It doesn't need to be a heavy meal. It just needs to be there. My cardiologist friend explained why this simple act holds such extraordinary power for our cardiovascular system. Harold, this early protein intake will halt catabolism, stabilize blood sugar levels, and reduce markers of inflammation. Stable blood sugar prevents fluctuations that can damage blood vessels over time. By preserving muscle mass, you maintain a healthier metabolism, which significantly reduces the burden on your heart and lowers the long-term risk of cardiovascular disease. It's a proactive step not just to protect your biceps, but your heart muscle too. This simple yet consistent act has been shown to reduce muscle loss by up to 60% over 5 years, balance blood sugar, reduce cravings, and improve cognitive performance. You don't need to eat a full breakfast, but you must feed your strength before the day begins. Stay with us, because next, we will uncover an aspect most people never think about, but it might be the very reason why some older adults still dance while others fall. It's a secret that will change how you view your independence. We've explored the power of morning water and protein. Now, I want you to consider something most people never truly value, but it could be the thin line between you still being able to freely dance through life, or unexpectedly falling. That is, flexibility, or what we call body mobility. Do you ever feel your legs heavy as lead, your joints creaking every time you try to stand up or bend down in the morning? Or do you worry when walking on uneven ground, fearing you might trip at any moment? The feeling of losing suppleness, losing confidence in every step, doesn't just feel inconvenient, it's an underlying fear of losing independence, losing the joy of doing things for yourself. But did you know that stiffness, that persistent joint pain, is sending dangerous signals to your heart? Imagine this: after a long night of immobility, your joints are like dry, rusty hinges. The fluid that helps them glide smoothly, synovial fluid, becomes thick. If you try to move without lubricating them, your bones will grind against each other. This not only causes pain but also leads to localized inflammation and even permanent damage over time. But what's even more crucial? This inflammation isn't confined to that single joint. It can spread throughout the body, becoming chronic inflammation, silently attacking every corner, including your cardiovascular system. A cardiologist friend of mine explained to me that, Harold, chronic inflammation, whether from a knee joint or anywhere else in the body, is a powerful accelerator of atherosclerosis, that is, the hardening and narrowing of blood vessels. If patients' joints hurt, they will be less active, and this inactivity is another major risk factor for heart disease. It might sound complex, but in reality, everything in our bodies is interconnected. Do you frequently feel aches and stiffness in your joints in the morning? Comment, joint pain, or stiff joints, so I know what you're experiencing. So how can we break this vicious cycle, transforming gentle movement into a medicine that reduces inflammation and protects your heart? The secret lies in a sequence of movements lasting only 90 seconds, performed right after you've reset your blood circulation with the simple movements we discussed earlier. Here's the secret: sit on the edge of your bed. Rotate your ankles 10 times in each direction, both clockwise and counterclockwise. Gently rotate your knees. Stand up, hold onto a chair if needed, and twist your torso left and right. Lean side to side. Slowly roll your shoulders. Breathe steadily. My cardiologist friend explained why these movements are incredibly important for our heart. Harold, these aren't high-intensity exercises. These are invitations for your body to move, for your joints to be lubricated. They don't just help reduce localized inflammation in the joints, they also have a systemic effect, reducing overall inflammation. A flexible, pain-free body encourages you to be more active throughout the day, and regular activity is one of the most powerful tools against heart disease. By dispelling stiffness and improving range of motion, you are indirectly, yet effectively, reducing a significant risk factor for heart attacks and strokes. Mobility is freedom. Lose mobility, and you lose your independence. But practice it every day, and you will step into each day with balance, grace, and a protected heart. Stay with us, because there's just one final step, perhaps the most sacred, that determines the clarity and peace for your heart. Don't miss it. We have collectively laid a solid foundation for a healthy heart, from the warm water and the body awakening movements, to the protein nourishing our strength and the flexibility of every joint. Now, we arrive at the final step, but perhaps the most sacred in this entire 5-minute ritual. An action that seems meant only for the mind, yet possesses extraordinary power to determine the peace, clarity, and even the longevity of your heart. I am talking about mental stillness. Do you ever wake up with a chaotic mind? Thoughts jumping erratically, memories sometimes fading, or a vague sense of anxiety clinging to you from the moment you open your eyes? That feeling doesn't just diminish the joy of a new day, it's silently sending dangerous signals to your heart. Did you know that mental chaos can directly harm your heart, causing it to bear a significant burden every day? Think about it. If your mind is not clear, if you start your day with anxiety, stress, or distraction, all previous efforts can be undermined. Chronic stress and anxiety flood your body with stress hormones like cortisol. These hormones keep your heart rate and blood pressure elevated. It's like constantly pushing the accelerator on an old car, it wears out the engine very quickly. And for the heart of someone over 65, this is an immense pressure, an invisible burden that erodes their health over time, increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke. My cardiologist friend strongly affirmed, "Harold, the mind-heart connection is undeniable. Prolonged psychological stress contributes to high blood pressure, inflammation, and even irregular heart rhythms. Starting your day stressed and scattered means you are directly putting pressure on your heart from the very first minute." Do you feel you often start your day rushed, anxious, and unfocused? Comment "peaceful" if you desire a calm heart, or "hustle" if you feel every morning is stressful, so I can better understand your experiences. So how can we transform the morning into a tranquil space, where the mind is cleansed and the heart finds peace? The secret lies in an action of just 1 minute, yet it's a priceless gift for both your mind and your heart. Here's the secret: before all the noise of the outside world creeps into your life, dedicate just 1 minute to achieving mental stillness. Sit down in silence, close your eyes, and begin to recall yesterday in reverse. What did you eat? Who did you speak to? What color was the sky? How did you feel? My cardiologist friend explained why this small practice holds such tremendous power for our cardiovascular health. "Harold, this practice isn't just a memory exercise. It's a powerful method to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest system. This helps to slow your heart rate, lower blood pressure, and reduce the release of harmful stress hormones. By building this cognitive reserve and starting the day with a calm mind, you are giving your heart a peaceful, protected start to the day, significantly reducing the cardiovascular burden caused by stress. This is not mere memory training. This is presence. This is respect for the day that has passed. This is a signal to your mind: I am awake. I am aware. I am still learning. Just 1 minute of mental clarity, my friend, is the final key to unlocking the door to a truly peaceful heart and a fulfilling life. Stay with us, because in the final segment, I will summarize this entire 5-minute ritual and show you how we can transform these small moments into the most powerful minutes of your life. So, we have journeyed together, traversing the mysteries of the body, listening to ancient wisdom, and receiving deep insights from leading cardiologists. Now, you hold in your hands this entire 5-minute morning ritual. But do you feel you've discovered something truly life-changing, a beacon of hope for your heart? Ask yourself, after all we've just uncovered, are you ready to transform those small morning moments into the most powerful minutes that can extend your life and the quality of your life after 65? What if I told you that the key to protecting your heart from a heart attack is no longer a mystery, but has been placed right within your grasp. My friends, the world out there might tell you that aging means decline. Heart disease is an inevitable part of getting older. But that is a lie spun by those who don't understand discipline and don't believe in choice. You, my elder friends, still have a choice. You can start your day rushed, scattered, and drained, leaving your heart vulnerable to silent risks. Or you can rise like the ancient Shaolin, calm, focused, and full of inner strength. Recall the 5 steps we've learned. Hydration: warm lemon water purifies and thins the blood. Movement: awakens blood circulation, reduces burden on the heart. Nourishment: protein nourishes the heart muscle, fights against gradual weakening. Mobility: reduces inflammation, enhances movement, and protects blood vessels. Clarity: calms the mind, soothes the heart, reduces stress. Just 5 minutes, 5 intentional steps. Simple, gentle, but as a cardiologist would confirm, profoundly powerful in preventing heart attacks after 65. You don't need to perform all 5 steps perfectly right away. Start with just one step, the one you find easiest. Let that step become your anchor. Then, build from there. Let your morning be a sacred ritual, a time to honor your body, your breath, and your very being. If you've watched this far and feel a spark of hope ignited in your heart, a renewed determination, comment "I am ready" to let me know you're with me on this journey. And if you found this video helpful, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and loved ones over 65, you might be giving them a second chance at healthier living. You are not just here to survive your later years. You are here to thrive in them, with peace, with strength, with wisdom, and a healthy heart. This is Harold's Way.